All right, Shalom. First off, we want to give all praises to Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem,
Ba'ashem,
Yahweh Shai,
Yahushai,
Ba'ashem,
Ba'ashem,
Rakak Quadash.
Rakakwadash.
Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to all the Akim out there preaching his word in truth and sincerity. All right, so it's just us, a couple brothers getting together to do a lesson. I'm the brother Shamar.
I'm the brother Yariala.
I'm a Walker Bar.
Okay, and we, Lord's will, this lesson be edifying through the Spirit, and we just gonna hop straight into it. So the first scripture I wanted to start with is, since we in around the time of the Pesach, I wanted to start with 1 Corinthians 11, and I'm gonna start at 23. For I have received of the Lord that which also I delivered unto you, that the Lord Yahushua the same night in which he was betrayed took bread, and when he had given thanks, he brake it and said, Take, eat, this is my body, which is broken for you. This do in remembrance of me. After the same manner, also he took the cup when he had supped, saying, This cup is the New Testament in my blood. This do ye as oft as ye drink it in remembrance of me. For as often as ye eat this bread and drink this cup, ye do show the Lord's death till he come. Wherefore, whosoever shall eat this bread and drink this cup of the Lord unworthily shall be guilty of the body and blood of the Lord. Because it's a lot of guys that did partake of it that was unworthily, and that was a lot of the guys that happened to fall out. Those are the ones that were partaking of it unworthily. All right, and through the Spirit, that's why they do fall out, because they're unworthy to continue on partaking in it. Because it's a very spiritual thing, and only is really meant for the spiritual men that are for Yahweh Bashem Yahushai.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, because this is not meant for just any and everybody. This truth. All right. Because guess what? Hey, the Lord didn't come for all of Israel on this side, man. It tells you that in Saint John the 17th chapter. All right. The Lord said he only praying for the elect, those who Yahweh gave into his hands, man. See, Yahweh Shah couldn't even choose, man. All right. You know, and that's why the scriptures say what? Many are called, but few are chosen. That election, the elect, those who are predestined to be delivered and to receive this truth and this salvation, all right, and to partake in the bread and be covered by the blood of Yahweh Shai, and to partake in the Pesach, man.
That's right.
Yep.
Yeah,
And yeah, just a little bit more. It says, But let a man examine himself, and so let him eat of that bread and drink of that cup. For he that eateth and drinketh unworthily eateth and drinketh damnation to himself, not discerning the Lord's body. And that's exactly what happens to them. They're eating and drinking unworthily, and what are they doing to themselves? They're eating and drinking damnation into themselves, and it manifests over time. Because the guys that fell out, they may have did a 1 Pesach or 2 Pesachs or however many before they fell out, or they might fall out beforehand. Yet if they did partake of it and you fall out, really you were drinking and eating damnation into yourself, because you wasn't discerning the Lord's body, and you was unworthy the whole time, and you considered yourself worthy, because it says to examine yourself.
I got it.
Yet you didn't examine yourself. You thought when you examine yourself, you lied to yourself and told yourself that you were worthy to partake of it, when in the whole time you wasn't.
Really, you was a reprobate.
Mm-hmm.
You got more?
No,
Yeah, this is 2 Corinthians 13 and 5, which you referred to. It says, examine yourselves, whether ye be in the faith.
Yeah, you have to examine yourself, man. All right, and a lot of guys that do examine themselves and that be off in the spirit, all right, they're examining themselves with a reprobate mind frame, because you over here thinking that you're the guy, you this and you that. Really, you being puffed up, all right, thinking highly of yourself when you're really nothing.
Yep.
Because we're all unprofitable servants of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai that can be replaced any moment. And that's how you should be carrying yourself, being low and meek and humble. All right?
Being sincere.
Being sincere.
Mm-hmm. It says, examine yourselves whether ye be of the faith. Prove your own selves.
Mm-hmm.
Know ye not your own selves?
Yeah, a lot of guys, they don't know their own selves because it says to prove your own selves, you got to test yourself. And your tests have to be honest, you know? Like if you at school, you know, you taking a test, if you sit there and cheat on it, but then when it come time for the exam, you can't cheat. You can't look at nobody's paper. You just at a cubicle by yourself taking a test. You through. So you have to really prove yourself, test yourself, be real with yourself.
Yep.
Is this really for you, or is it not for you? All right. And really, when you come in and it wasn't meant for you, really that was just because Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, he wanted you to play a certain role and to put more stripes upon you.
Yep.
Because the Lord hates you.
That's right. It says, know ye not your own selves how that Yahweh Shai Hamashiach is in you, except ye be reprobates.
Yeah, except you be reprobates. And a lot of guys that don't continue in the faith, they were reprobates the whole time. And it be the guys that be knowing everything. You know, like the dude Nigel Carter, all right? He over here, he can call precepts left and right. He can go into the history. He can go all day speaking, yet he was a reprobate.
Yeah, Element, you know, he was, hey, give me this, give me that, you know, in Dallas, all right? The whole time, man, this dude was a complete demon. The guy before we came in, I heard about Patak. I heard he was a guy that was knowledgeable in the scriptures.
Mm-hmm.
The whole time, where are these guys? Where are these guys now? And these are the examples we have today, man. Okay.
But with a lot of those guys, what was the report that came back about them on how they dealt with the body with brethren? You know.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah, they dealt with them like as if they were dealing with niggas in the street. You know.
Okay. That's right.
Well, I got a precept. You was done, y'all?
Yeah, that's it, sir.
Yep, it's 1 Timothy 3, and I'm gonna start at the top. It says, this is a true saying. If a man desire the office of a bishop, he desires a good work.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We know a bishop is an overseer.
Yep.
You know. It says a bishop then must be blameless.
Yep.
Woo.
The husband of one wife.
Oh man.
All right, because you can't, you know, you gotta take. Hey, really, our main woman is Sophia, wisdom, you know.
Yeah,
That's right.
But if you got your woman, if you're dealing with a woman, all right, you know, just a woman on the side, she might be a main thing, but really she is your side piece, you know. Because your main woman is wisdom. But here it is, you can't go trying to be a mate to 4, 5, 6 different women. They gonna take you off the path of truth, you know.
Yep.
That's right. That's
Like,
As a bishop, as an overseer, you got spirits to watch over, you know.
yep.
You got souls to watch over. Like it tells you in the book Acts, you know, take good heed over the flock of which the Most High has appointed you over, you know.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Yep.
It says a bishop then must be blameless, the husband of one wife.
If I could say this,
Vigilant.
because like you was going into, you can't, you having all those women, you ain't gonna have time for this work, and really that like through the spirit, we all should be spiritually be in the spirit of being a bishop. Like if you have a woman, just have one woman because we don't have time to be having multiple women. Yeah, it's not going off to have multiple women yet. We don't have enough time to be doing that because like you were saying, we have different responsibilities within the body already.
Yeah,
and that takes some time in itself.
And more brothers are coming in, so we're gonna. What is that going to be? How is that going to pertain to us? We're gonna be looking over more brothers. All right, guiding them through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, building them up. All right, you know, we can't be doing that when where our mind is fixated on women, on just fleshly things. You know?
Mm-hmm.
That's not. Yeah, go for it.
So, I'm gonna say this. Yeah, we can see Isaiah 4:1. We can see how it's gonna manifest,
Yep.
but we're not in Isaiah 4:1.
That's
So
right.
Isaiah 4:1. These women still have social media. You know, they still the world is still turning, so to speak. You know, things are still going on. So what's gonna happen is she's gonna bring you into the world. You know,
Exactly.
she's not gonna cleave onto you. You know, you're gonna cleave onto her.
That's right.
All right, so that's why you always deal with one woman. All right, you know, keep it simple, man. Especially if you got a main thing and she in order. Why are you going out? You know, these women ain't finna give up the world for you. You know, you ain't special right now, at least.
That's right. That's right.
Exactly.
It says a bishop then must be blameless, the husband of one wife, vigilant, sober.
Ooh, see, and what does it say in 1 Peter, I believe 5:7? Be sober and vigilant, cause you're at. I'm gonna pull it out real quick, bro. I'm gonna pull it out real quick, and that's why you're supposed to, have your eyes single, be focused, man. All right, cause women come what? Wickedness. They the gateway to Satan, man.
Snares and nets.
Yeah, and
Right.
man. All right, yeah. Let me pull this out real fast. This 1 Peter 5
Verse 8.
verse 8, the water. It says, "Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour."
Yep. And you know these women are Satan as well, just as much
Right.
as the so-called white man is Satan. So these women, the scriptures tell you they're snares and nets.
What happened to Job's wife?
Yep.
The spirit. The spirit.
Yeah.
That's the main vessel that the spiritual demon Satan works through.
So you
got it, bro.
So if you chasing all these women and everything, like the brother said, they gonna pull you into the world, because majority of these bitches ain't right, man. All right. And then like the brother was saying, if you got a chick, you know, that you can deal with, that's in somewhat order, because none of these females are in 100% order. Yet if you have a woman that's, you know, somewhat in order for the most part, why are you going out there chasing after females who really are completely in the world, like straight up 100%, and not even really geared towards really pleasing you and not really riding for you? Because you want to have a woman on your side that at the end of the day, she gonna at least be there for you, no matter if she ain't like on point 100% of the time. Because all these women, they're women at the end of the day.
Yeah, you know what type of demon you're dealing with, because all these women have demons on them. Yet it's levels to it. All right, it's some women are more demonic than others. So if you have a woman that you can tolerate, all right, and like the scriptures say, she be pleased to dwell with you. She's an unbeliever, all right. Why look to add on to your burden? You know, just for what, a quick second of fleshly pleasure.
Yep, and the scriptures tell you not to seek a woman for pleasure.
Yep. There you go.
You got it. You can go head back to 1 Timothy.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. In Timothy 3:2, a bishop then must be blameless, the husband of one wife, vigilant, sober, of good behavior.
Yeah, you gotta have good behavior. You can't just be acting like a demon, treating brothers bad, doing all type of reprobate shit. You gotta be on point. You gotta be of a good behavior. You gotta have a good report.
When we did when you look into 2 Peter the 3rd chapter, it says what sort of person ought you to be, and it says in all
all holy conversation,
and godliness. And when you look into that holy conversation, it means what? Good behavior.
Yep.
Well behaved, well mannered. Conducting yourself in a good behavior. All right.
Yeah, conducting yourself like you're from above, not down here. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
It's from heaven. Yep. It says sober, of good behavior, given to hospitality.
Oh, yeah, hospitality, man. You supposed to be showing brothers hospitality. You know, a brother did a video. Lord's will I get to see it. I seen it uploaded. It was something to the effect of really the heads or the leaders supposed to be the main servants, because the scriptures say what? Huh?
Yeah, I seen that on the Elder Townsend from Atlanta. It was a beautiful video.
Yeah,
I suggest brother.
Lord's will I get to watch that. That's the spirit. You know. All right, that's the spirit to be in. Look at our Lord Yahweh Shai. Exactly. Look at the apostles, man. What does the scripture say? The more
great you are, the more humble
you're supposed to be, man. Not overlord or just goddamn tyrant. All right, you know, being a demon.
Yep. Goes on to say, apt to teach.
Woo. That's right.
Not
to teach.
Yep. Says not given to wine.
Yeah, not given to all these other philosophies, man, and being balanced in drinking as well. All right. You know, having that balance, all right, so you can be what? Clear-minded, sober-minded.
That's right. Says no striker.
No striker. And when I just looked at that word too. It says a bruiser or ready for a blow.
Woo!
Quarrelsome.
SOB spirit.
Huh?
that FOD spirit, you know,
Yep.
that funk to God spirit.
Yep. It says
You know?
Damn.
it says a pugnacious, contentious,
Whew.
quarrelsome person.
Mm. Mm.
So that's all the characteristics you're not supposed to be in, man.
Yep.
You ain't supposed to be out there quarreling with people, trying to actually fight people.
Yeah, turning up and shit, turning up on people.
Cause that's being contentious.
Over here trying to chasing skirts. You know what I mean? Making problems. Yeah, that's being contentious, man. Cause what? You're endangering yourself and you're endangering the men that you're supposed to be looking over.
Yep.
You know? And really, you tempting Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Ultimately.
That's right. That's right. It says, no striker, not greedy of filthy lucre.
Ooh. That's right. Yeah, you don't supposed to
That's
be,
right.
you don't supposed to be greedy, man. All right? And we have examples of that too. Oh, hey, I just thought of another example. That Jumpman,
Mm-hmm.
formerly known as Yaradan.
Yep.
You know?
Nate Satan, whose whole shit is falling down.
Gehenna.
List goes on and on.
Telling you.
Mm-hmm.
Says not greedy of filthy lucre, but patient. Says not a brawler.
It said not greedy of filthy lucre and patient.
Long suffering.
A lot of dudes don't have patience, man, and you have to have patience when you're in this body and in doing this work.
And dealing with what? With brothers and scenarios.
Yep.
Yep, that's right.
Because patience is a very important thing.
Patience is a virtue.
And the scriptures tell you, woe unto you that have lost patience. So patience is a very important thing to have.
That's right.
Yeah. Hey, the Most High, he's long suffering, you know.
That's right.
Yep.
And what if the Most High was just like, man, fuck these niggas, you know? Like, I'm tired of forbearing this people.
Yep.
What if the Most High got fed up with the elect, you know? Because we do go off, you know? What if he was like, man, yeah, fuck it, man, my mercy is done with these guys, you know?
What if Yahushua hit the scene like, you know what, fuck this, man. I'm gonna just turn up, fuck bitches, enjoy myself, you know? I ain't about to build up the church. You know, I ain't about to get watch over brothers and build them up, fulfill the Lord's will, pretty much. I'm gonna do my own thing. You know?
Right. It says, not covetous.
Yep.
One.
Oh man, yeah, not covetous, alright? One what the next man has, alright? And that can be anything, man. Okay? You're not supposed to be like that. Alright? Appreciate what you have, man. Stop pocket watching and all that, man.
Yeah. That's right. One that ruleth his own house, having his children in subjection with all gravity.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 5, for if a man know not how to rule his own house,
Yep.
how shall he take care of the church of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai?
Yeah, you gotta know how to have your own stuff in order. Because if you ain't got your own house, like which can go into your own life as well, you know.
Exactly.
You don't know how to have your own stuff together,
Ooh.
your stuff together.
Ooh.
How are you gonna have the body of Yahweh Shem Yahushai together? And that's like something that's more important to take care of than having your household together. So if you can't even get that together, how much more the body? So if you if you can't handle taking care of that, you definitely can't handle taking care of the body of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You're not fit to do that.
Yeah, you're not fit. You're not fit to lead, to be in that position.
Because if you're the leader and you know what I mean, that's your mindset. You know, then what is the brothers under you gonna be like? You know, you're gonna put that type of demon on them.
Yeah, you're gonna push that vibration on them, just like Esau pushes his vibration on the world. You the leader, you gonna push that vibration on your body, on the body like of the men that's under you.
Yep.
Yeah,
And that spirit, you know, can pass out through Israel, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, this I was trying to look for Salak. It's in the Apocrypha, but it's something to the effect of if you don't do good to yourself, how can you do good to another? You know, going back to your house.
I'll look for it.
Yeah, if you can find it, let me know. All right, that goes back to what, having your house well in order, because what you're supposed to it says that in Apocrypha as well. Set your house in order, man. All right, I believe that's in Sirach. I want to say 14 and 14 on down somewhere near, but pretty much You have to have your life in order before you could try to get other brothers' lives in order, man. You know? Here it is.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's right, bro. You can finish your point. I believe I got it for you, though, whenever you're ready.
No, come on, I'm ready, bro.
It's Ecclesiasticus 14
The Spirit.
and 5. It says, "He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good?"
There you go. You got it, bro.
Yeah, if you evil unto yourself, to who you gonna do good to? You don't. If you treating you don't care about how you look, your appearance, your physical well being. All right, yeah, how taking care of yourself, taking care of your things that you need to take care of. Who you gonna do good to? You gonna do the same exact way to everybody else. If you that's how you feel about yourself. How are you? That's exactly how you treat everybody else.
You're gonna be evil to everybody.
Because it's the saying like treat each other as how you want to be treated, and the scriptures say so as well. You know, love thy brother as thyself. So if you don't love yourself, how are you even gonna love your brother? You can't.
Hate begets hate.
That's right. Since he that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? He shall not take pleasure in his good.
Yeah, you ain't gonna take pleasure in none of your goods because why? You're evil unto yourself. You ain't gonna take pleasure in it. You're gonna hate it. You're gonna hate it, man. All right. And that's all you're gonna show because because you hate yourself.
Yeah, you project that hatred that you have on yourself towards the body.
Yep. Just like. Oh, go ahead.
Like I said, just like Esau.
Yep.
You know what I mean? He's evil to himself, and he has everything, man. But what does it say about him in Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter? Who is as hell and cannot be satisfied, you know?
Mm-hmm.
He has all the good, but he doesn't take pleasure in them, man. He has all the good, you know, but he's still not satisfied. All right, you got a lot of our people like that. You got some guys in the truth like that. You got some guys in GMS like that, man.
Straight up.
You know?
Straight up.
That's a wicked spirit to be in, man, like a never satisfied spirit. Oh, yeah, you thought you're supposed to want to increase in the spirit, but you got guys who think that we in kingdom mode right now, man.
Yep. That's right. Yeah, the scriptures say covet to prophesy, man.
Mm-hmm.
Not covet that's spiritual, man. Not covet no vain, tangible things, man. Things that don't even matter. That's gonna go up in flames at the end of the day.
Right. But I have one more verse in 1 Timothy.
Okay.
Yeah, 1 Timothy 3 and 6. Not a novice.
Ooh.
Lest being lifted up with pride, he fall into the condemnation of the devil.
And that's what happens to a lot of guys. They be lifted up with pride, and they fall right into the condemnation of the devil, man. All right, just because you feel like you're above you feel like you're above the apostles. You feel like you just the top guy out there or whatever. That's you being lifted up with pride. All right, and then what always happens is that they fall. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. All right, because you're lifted up with so much pride. All right, it's only a matter of time before you fall, because pride go up before a fall, a great fall.
Yep.
And pride go up before destruction.
And knowledge puffeth up.
Yeah.
That's why the more you increase in knowledge, you're supposed to even increase in humility.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
And I got a precept to back that up, bro.
Come.
This
Beautiful.
so right. I'm gonna read verses 17 and 18.
Sirach, what? Where you at?
Sirach, which chapter, sir?
Sirach 3, and I'm gonna start at 17.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It says, "My son, go on with thy business in meekness."
Yeah, and this is the business of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. It says, the scriptures say what? Be fervent in well, I'll just bring it out real fast, you know. I don't want to butcher it up.
Mm-hmm.
This is let me see. Salakia. Got it right here. Bear with me for 1 second, Akian. Yep, this is it. This is Romans 12 and 11, straight to the point, you know. It says whoa, I can start a little bit up real fast if brothers don't mind. But the point is in verse 11. It says I'm gonna start at verse 9. Let love be without dissimulation, abhor that which is evil, cleave to that which is good. Be kindly affectionate one to another with brotherly love, and honor preferring one another. Mm-hmm. Verse 11, this is the point. Not
I was
slow.
gonna say, if I can say this right quick, that's
Yeah.
that's the hospitality that was spoke about in 1 Timothy the 3rd chapter.
That's right.
Yep.
Yep. Continue on, though, bro.
That's right. Verse 11 is the point. Not slothful in business, fervent in spirit, serving the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
And how do you serve the Lord? You know, not only by preaching the word, all right, but also by serving his servants as well. We supposed to serve one another. That's another form of serving the Lord. Because what I believe the parable, I want to say it's St. Matthew the 25th chapter, when pretty much when the Lord, when they said, Lord, when did we see you naked? You know, and the Lord said, what? Hey, for whatsoever you did to one of these men,
Yep.
is it as if you did it to me?
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yep. They
That's
said
it.
for what's to one of these little ones, you know.
That's right.
And also, if you offend one of these little ones, then it'd be better for you to tie a great millstone around your neck and jump into the depths of the sea. All right, because whatever you do to a man who's aiming to please Yahweh Shem Shai, all right, who's walking in the spirit to the best of his ability, who's giving his all to the Lord, all right, whatever you do unto him, you're doing it to Yahweh Shai, man.
That's right. That's right. Well, I'll read this one verse right here since you talked about hospitality. Verse 13. Distributing to the necessity of saints given to hospitality.
Read that again, bro.
Good. This Romans 12 and 13. Distributing to the necessity of saints given to hospitality.
Yeah, distributed to the necessity of saints, given to hospitality, man. Because that's what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be in the spirit of apt to teach, rightly dividing the word of truth.
That's right.
Okay? And you're also supposed to be hospitable, man.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
You know? You're supposed to deal with brothers delicately, man.
That's right.
That was it on that, bro?
That was it, bro.
Yeah, I'm going to jump back to Sirach 3 and 17.
Okay.
My son, go on with thy business in meekness, so shalt thou be beloved of him that is approved. Verse 18. The greater thou art, the more humble thyself.
Yeah, the greater you are, you're supposed to be more humble. You're not supposed to be more proud. All right, you're supposed to be more humble, and that's exactly how it is. If you we all done met the apostles, all right, and how were they acting when they came out here, man? All right, they were acting. We could all testify to the same thing. The apostles, they're the most humble brothers you could ever meet.
Yeah.
And they're serving you. You'll feel kind of weird about it at first, but because it's like you feel like you're supposed to be serving them, but then they actually in the spirit of trying to serve you. Make sure you good. Make sure you comfortable and everything.
Yeah, we was out. The they were like, hey, you want something? You know, we supposed to be asking those questions. You know, they're under our watch. Here it is. They asking us, do we want anything? You know.
Yeah, bro. When Apostle Ramla was down here, you show up to the where he was staying at. He already had food for you.
For real.
Yeah, literally cook it up.
He already had it for you, man, and make your plate for you. Like, man, you know.
Hell yeah.
This is a great man. You know, let us now praise great man as it says in Sirach the 44th chapter. But here it is. He's serving us. You know.
Okay. That's right.
But as the scripture said, the greater thou art, the more humble thyself. And thou shalt find favor before the Lord.
Yep. And that's really how a great man is supposed to be. And then you find favor before the Lord.
Yep.
So the Lord continues to deal with you because you're in the right spirit.
The Lord loves that, man. All right? That's well pleasing unto the Lord. You know? That's what the Lord wants. That's how the Lord wants us to treat each other, man. All right? And that's the example to follow.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Quick precept.
Let's go.
James 4 and 6. But he giveth more grace, wherefore he saith, Yahweh Shem Shai resisteth the proud, but giveth grace unto the humble.
Ooh.
Yeah, he resists the proud. All right, so he ain't with you if you all proud and everything. It manifests itself, and you see that for the guys that are proud. But the men that are humble, all right, he gives to them. All right,
he increases to them.
He increases them.
That's right.
That's right. Let me get this right. I want to go to Matthew 5. Let me see. I want to start at.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to Matthew 5 and 5. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth.
Yeah, blessed are the meek. So you have to be meek and humble, man. You have to be humble in order to continue, on to the end. You have to conduct yourself like we've been going into with the other scriptures. Conducting yourself, all right, behaving a certain way, living a certain lifestyle. You can't just be all over the place, be all puffed up with pride, be all out everywhere doing shit all the time. No, man, you gotta be in a certain spirit, and you gotta be in a meek spirit, man. And you want to inherit the earth.
Yeah, it's the spirit I'm looking at. Yeah, you got it. Oh, you about to read it? Yeah.
Can we continue on?
If you want to continue on.
Unless you hit the point, but hey, follow the spirit, sir.
Oh, yeah. No, that was the point. That was the point.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you're supposed to be. That's the spirit you're supposed to be in, though. We've been going into that with the different precepts we've been reading of how a man of the Lord should be living his life, how he should be acting, how he should be conducting himself, and how you should be. The more knowledge that you're increasing in, you should be even more humble, man. All right.
Yeah, you got the guideline. We're coming out of the scripts. We all have the same scriptures, the same understanding. That just goes to show that you're not reading.
You're a reprobate.
Yeah, blessed is he that readeth with understanding. You're a fucking reprobate, man. Hey, I got this right here. You have more on that, War?
No, you got it, bro.
This is Zephaniah 2 and 3. Seek ye the Lord, all ye meek of the earth, which have wrought his judgment. Seek righteousness. Seek meekness. It may be ye shall be hid in the day of the Lord's anger.
Yeah, and that's how we're gonna be hid from the day of the Lord's anger, by being in the meek, humble spirit, man. Because that's who the Lord is dealing with. He's dealing with the lowly and the humble, man.
Yep.
All right. He ain't dealing with people that's proud, man. When you read the scriptures, when has the Lord ever dealt with anybody that was hella proud, man? All right. Now you had men that were confident in the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, yet they were not proud.
Yep.
They were confident in the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai dealing with them, and they would say that. They wouldn't be boasting of themselves. All right?
They weren't no assholes either, man.
At all. That's right.
You know?
That's right.
They were confident in the Lord, you know. They were confident that Yahweh Bashem Yahushai was with them. All right? They were with faith. Okay, but they weren't no assholes, man.
That's right.
You know? Yeah, they dealt with other men of the Lord like they were the men of the Lord, you know?
That's right. Pumping that same confidence in the men of the Lord, you know, those who are weaker in the faith, you know, those who are low in confidence in the Lord, you know.
That's right. Yeah, like we open it up in 1 Corinthians 11 chapter. All right, you're supposed to be going harder in the spirit now, especially at the times that we're in, man. We're supposed to practice this year round, man. But here it is right now. You know, it's a very, very solemn time. This is a serious time.
Yep.
You know.
That's right.
Yep. Hey, was there anything else?
No, that was it through the spirit.
Yeah,
you know, we cap it off right there, man. All right. You know, hey, man. Obviously, the point should be made and received. We should be a reprobate, void of understanding, void of judgment. Okay. You know.
Oh, let me get one more though.
Come on.
We can end it out right here.
Hey. Let's go.
Sirach 18 and 20. Before judgment, examine thyself, and in the day of visitation, thou shalt find mercy.
Can you read that one more time, Baba Kashad?
Yeah, Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirach, chapter 18 and verse 20. Before judgment, examine thyself, and in the day of visitation, thou shalt find mercy.
Yes.
Verse 21 says, humble thyself before thou be sick, and in the time of sin, so repentance.
Yeah, you gotta humble yourself, man. All right, and in the time of sin, show repentance. But if you're not humble, you're not going to show repentance. All right.
Right.
Because you're proud.
Yep.
All right. And the same goes for you. Before judgment, examine thyself, and in the day of visitation, thou shalt find mercy. So if you're not, just like we brought out in 2 Corinthians 13 and 5, if you're not examining yourself, you're not going to be finding mercy, man. Because if you examine yourself, you're going to be making sure you're doing everything as far as all the scriptures we've been going into. This is literally the guidelines of how you're supposed to be conducting yourself as a man of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. How you should be treating brothers, how you should be acting in your day-to-day walk, all right? The spirit that you should be in, all right? We've been speaking on that, so the point should be well made, all right? And if you're not in that spirit, the point should be well made as far as what's going to happen to you, all right? Because the Lord's not dealing with anybody that's not humble, all right? that's not examining himself, man. All right, the Lord's dealing with a certain type of man. All right, he doesn't look on the outward appearance; he looks on the inward part, man.
Yeah, yeah. If it's in you, you're gonna show it in action.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're gonna show it outside of you pretty much by how you by how you conduct, like the brother said, how you conduct yourself towards brothers in your everyday walk. You know.
That's right. Yeah, but you brothers can go ahead and close it out.
Kind. Hey, so with that, the point was made. Lord's will, the lesson was edifying through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And we're going to give all praises again to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders, a great millstone. And shalom to the Akim out there.
Shalom.
Shalom.